All right, let's hit it. Okay, so today is December 14th, 2021, and welcome to the Day Trading Room. All right, so let's go through stuff here. All right, MBT, which is the micro Bitcoin. I checked the next contract month, and this one seems still to be the best. So I'm staying on the 1221. You're okay on the 1221 almost everything because it's not really expiration until next week. But I've changed a few things because I didn't notice any difference on a couple things. All right, so all right, so we got a lot of red PTFs in the short-term time frame. Already kind of headed down. Let's take a look at the 5-minute. Where do we think this bad boy's going here? Let me just check a few things here. That's what I thought. Okay. I'm going to make that a default one here. Give me 1 second. All right, so this looked like it hit a possible bottom here that we were watching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So let's see. Not really doing much now. Looks like it's going to go down again. All right, so I'm going to go on to the next one, MES. All right, so the market's down about 150 points or so today, and kind of been in selling mode since the open. Red PTF on the 1-minute time frame here. Patrick, welcome. All right, so let's see what we got cooking here. I think we come back to this. Maybe if we get a retracement or something off this, we can go short on it, but I don't know. Let's go to gold. Okay, this is a tricky one. Gold showing short-term movement to the upside with a red PTF on the 5. So your only hope would be to match this here. So I say not yet. Maybe a short trade once we get to a little bit higher high here. So possibly MGC could be a short in a little while. All right, M&Q, let's take a look at that. Equities selling off today. I think we got to wait for a retracement on these guys. They're already pretty far down. If anybody disagrees or has any ideas, of course, let me know. Same with this one, YM. Crude oil. A trading day would not be a trading day, Paul, without your buddy or ex-girlfriend crude oil, huh? All right, for all of us. Okay, so there's crude. Not really sure where that's going. Eventually more downside probably, but going to do it right away, or is it going to correct some more? All right. So I don't see anything, opportunities right out of the box. Do you guys? Yeah, falling knives, right? All right, Rebecca, hello, welcome. Good morning. Rebecca, we're not in anything yet. We just looked at all the markets. We'll look at them again in a little bit, but nothing popping out yet. Market, of course, sold off from the open, but may get a little rebound here and an opportunity to go short again. Not sure. We'll have to wait and see what unfolds. Rebecca, I see on the schedule today that you have a tech support, I think, at 1 o'clock, right? With Mark? New computer. Woohoo! What'd you get? What'd you get? Yeah, I think you're getting a fib retracement now. Maybe we can go short after this retracement's over. Nice. Can never have too much real estate in the monetary area, that's for sure. Yeah, good. Excellent. Well, Mark will get you all set up. Gotta tell you, Mark is actually really good. He does an excellent job. Rebecca, make sure you do all the updates. You know how to do that on your computer? Make sure you do all the Windows updates. Jeff, size matters. Trade size matters, Jeff. Trade size matters. So, Rebecca, if you could do Windows updates before Mark's there, that would be good. Because sometimes when you get a new computer, there's actually quite a few Windows updates you need to do. You may have already done them, I don't know. Let me know if you don't know how to check. I'll show you. Now, what you need to do, you can see my screen, right? You need to go over to the Windows thing over here and go to the settings, gear, and then go to updates. Then click on that, and then manually click check on updates. All right. TradeStation, if you just downloaded it, I'm not worried about that. But this is a big deal because you got to, you may have quite a few updates available. See, mine is okay, but you want to check that. So you go to the Windows in the far left start menu down here on the far left, little Windows icon, left click, and then go to the gear, which is the settings, left click, and then scroll down, depending on if you have Windows 11 or 10, same type of idea. Scroll down and find Update Security, Windows Updates, etc. And you want to manually check that, okay? Because sometimes those can take a while. You kind of want to have those ready to go. All right, if anybody sees anything out there, let me know, okay? Wedge on the 1 minute. Not seeing the wedge. Unless you're just referring to this little wedge here. Mini wedge. Okay, mini wedge. The only target I'm taking away from this at all right now is the target on the YM based on the 15-second. And I'm not sure, that's based off the PTF, and you got a red PTF here. So this thing goes up to I don't know, 35.5, which would be right about here, and this thing goes yellow, and this stays red, then maybe we got a short trade, okay? Is that what you're thinking, Paul? Okay. So keep an eye on that for us in case we get distracted. Rebecca, did you download TradeStation? So are you using NinjaTrader or TradeStation? Good, okay. TradeStation will give you more data in terms of it's included when you open up an account there. NinjaTrader, you know, they do futures, but they really don't do stocks in terms of brokerage. So TradeStation is a little bit more one size fits all, so to speak. Yeah, good. With TradeStation, all right, yeah, that's the right platform. Jeff uses that as well. Patrick, I think you use it too, right? All right, so Paul, I'm gonna let you keep watching this, guys. Why don't we go sort through things here again? All right, here's the MBT. All right, little red PTF on the 1, green on the 15-second. Kind of spotty. Let's move on. Not my favorite. MES. Jeff, what do you think about this one? Little rebound here maybe, and then more down, or are we at a bottom? Yeah, I'm not sure either. All right. Keep an eye on that for us, okay? I know your computer is kind of out of commission, so I don't know what you can keep an eye on, but let me know, okay? Not yet, because if it was, it would switch over. Bottom's here, and here's the bottom on this one. So if it does go below, then this will move, okay? It's close, yep. Close, but so far, no cigar, as they say. All right, let's go to MGC. Okay, this one's starting to move to the upside, which is kind of what we thought. But we have a red PTF on the 5 minutes. So I'm just going to draw in some fibs here. So we're in that fib target zone. So what I'm thinking is once this bullishness is over, then maybe we'll get an opportunity to trade to the short side. This is good. We've got 2 bars here to the green side. Statistically, we normally get 4. So we got about another 10 minutes maybe to the upside on this. So let's keep an eye on that, all right? Paul or Patrick, I think you have gold. Okay, you may want to keep an eye on that. Rebecca, you got a new computer, so I don't think you have anything set up yet. But you guys watch gold. Just what I'm looking for, we're in the target zone, but those PTFs have to go, green PTFs have to go to yellow before we consider it. And then, of course, we have to start looking at the owls. All right, so Patrick and Paul, you guys watch that, okay? All right, MNQ. Kind of similar to all the other equities. Interesting that the MNQ has a very green PTF on the 15-second. All right, YM. Here we are back at the old YM here. Green, red, and Paul's ex-girlfriend, crude oil, micro. All right. So nothing is like, clanking on me to do anything here. I have to be honest with you. The only thing I kind of like is the MGC right now. So I think I'll just keep it on there for a little bit. If you guys see anything, let me know, all right? So what do you think? You think we're going to get a Santa Claus rally at some point here and make new highs in the market? Paul, you must have been studying up on your flags this weekend. Bull flag on the 1 minute? Not sure. I have to look up what a definition of a bull flag is for sure. I think it's going up higher. I wouldn't say that, Paul. You usually do a good job spotting those. Here, I'm going to draw some fibs in here. I don't know if I want to do it on this one or this one, but I'll put it in from here to here. We'll kind of watch that a little bit. I gotta tell you, we go short an awful lot in this room, don't we? All right, so let's go back up to MGC. Rebecca's saying, I've been wondering but not sure. Doesn't look good. Hard to say. If it doesn't make a new high, I think by the end of the year, then maybe the high is in. But market's tricky. I wouldn't be surprised if it makes another high. Yes, I agree. Jeff, you're too funny. All right, see what's cooking here. I know, right? Jeff, I think you missed your calling. You should have a conspiracy podcast. What was I going to say? Patrick, can I call on your talents of calculating trade size for me? I'm not worried about risk to reward right now, but do it on gold for me, or micro gold, I should say. So what do we got? We got $10 for the point value, $5.50 for the margin. Just calculate approximate trade size from where prices are now, 1774.3. Let's put our stop for now up here at, give me a second, 1778.7. 1778.7. Yep, but we have a green PTF under it, so we can't go short. I'm just getting ready. In case the PTF abruptly turns red. Supposed to have a lot of rain here today in San Diego. Supposed to have like an inch of rain. Went mountain biking yesterday. Try to get it in before the heavy rain. Absolutely, Rebecca. In fact, I was at one of the ponds over here back in it was really very set back in the mountains, pretty isolated. It's amazing. I have never seen it that low. It was probably, I'd say, 15 feet lower than normal. The neat thing about it is the area is pretty muddy down by the shore area, and it's amazing to see. Took some great pictures of some animal tracks. You could see mountain lion tracks, bobcat tracks, raccoons, deer, tons of coyote, all sorts of things. Possum, little possum tracks down there. Kind of neat. You know, the shoreline was so muddy because the lake receded so much. It was down to an abnormal level, so it was pretty muddy down there. So it was kind of neat because the footprints stayed in the mud. Okay, Patrick, give us a trade size here when you can. Oh, yeah. Well, all depends on where you're located in California, right? I don't think Patrick's online right now. Let me just do this real quick for everybody. So let's go to a 10, 550. Oh, Patrick, you're back. Okay. Yeah, I was asking you to do a trade size for us on MGC. So the point value is 10, margin's 550. Do it from where prices are now and put your stop at 1778.7, which is above this high here. this high here, I guess. I might drop that down, but 9, beautiful. Boy, you're quick. Woohoo! Okay, 9. All right, we'll probably go a little bit under that, unless we try to use this stop here. I'm just anticipating in case the PTF turns red on the 1 minute. So FYI, I'm going to announce this tomorrow during the client support, but I don't know if everybody will be there. So I'm putting all the client support recordings on YouTube. All right, so they're on our YouTube channel. So if you ever want to access those, you can just go there. And then if you subscribe, it will notify you when I post those there. And all the Wednesday night live ones are going to be posted there too. Just the recordings. All right, what was the other one? YM we wanted to watch. Let's go to YM. Somebody keeping an eye on the E-minis and things like that. Not the E-minis, the NASDAQ and the S&P for us and things like that. All right, so this baby's moving back up again into the target range. We no longer have a green PTF on YM on the 15-second. That's a good thing. So now we want to be ready to go short here. You stay with the gold, Patrick, and I'll take care of this one. YM 7275. All right, now just for fun, I'll just mess around with some numbers here. Not many, maybe 2 at the most. So Paul, watch this one, and we need some owls to turn red here before we can consider a short trade, okay? Jeff, do you have no computer ability right now in terms of software? I'm not sure what your capabilities are since your computer's out over there. Okay, so you're a little bit hindered, but you can watch. All right, in your limited capability, if you see anything, let me know, okay? So far, the only thing I see as a possibility is gold and in the Dow. See, I can't go short on this with a green PTF on the 1 minute for the gold. I'd like to. I like the setup, but unless that thing changes, can't do it. I'm also tempted to put the stop here on this one rather than this one if that PTF changes. Market overall is down about 72 points right now. And I'll cruise back over to the YM. All right, so now close to having a PTF, the owl go red on this. So let me just ask the normal question before taking a trade. If the owl goes red, do you guys want to go short? Target is going to be at least at the PTF. Let me just open the chart up here. And we'll run a quick fib to the downside. So a little bit lower at 35,324 on that one. So we got about a 3 at current prices, 3.7 risk to reward. So it'd be okay. So let me know what you want to do on this one. Stop is at 35522. Let me just double check that. Oh, I put it up here. I put it way at the top. So I put it above here, but we could put it here. But I was just trying to give it room. So let's vote on that. You want your stop here at 1 or one tick above here at 2? No, hold on, 3, 5, 4, 8. No, I'm sorry, it stops at 1. I have to keep it at 1 for trade size. No, I did it here and we got 0 contracts. That's right. So then I moved it down here. So it's here. Also, too, we had it up here. The trade size wouldn't be that high. Let me also adjust the numbers a little bit because I don't think that's correct in the trade size there. 3, 5, 4, 3, 5. And let me just do this, double check on this. Yeah, we have to raise that up a little bit. Stop is 3, 5, 4, 9, 2. All right, you want to go short on this? Okay. I'm going to go just 2 contracts. Let me just leave it there. Here, this thing's all cockeyed over here. So 3, 4. What do we get in? 3, 5, 4, 3. Roughly 3, 7. All right, so let me get the stop in on this one. All right, so there we are there. Keep an eye on that. The other one here was the gold. Can't go short with a green PTF. Okay, have to wait on that one. How's the MES doing? Anything here? Kind of going sideways a little bit, bottoming here. See what's cooking on the YM trade here. Okay, now it's going against us here. See how that pans out. Got to tell you, nothing is really exciting me this morning too much here. You guys feel the same? These types of conditions, you got to be careful not to get whipsawed. Yeah, kind of. Just not sure which way the storm's going to come, down or up. All right, I'm going to go refresh my coffee. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right, so here's this bad boy, MCL. I don't think our YM trade's turning out too good, but we'll see what happens with that. So got up here to the inflection. So let's see what happens now. I'm gonna go back to Bitcoin, see what that's doing. Red PTF on the 15-second. MES. So the owl seems to be the lowest right now in this area here. So, I mean, that's looking kind of like a bottom to me, but I got to be honest with you. We may go down one more time and then may have a pretty good bottom. I mean, you have a really deep owl on the 5-minute, and the deepest owl is on this point here on the 1 minute. So that kind of shows PTFs aren't helping us here. So that kind of shows that maybe one more bottom here coming up. And then if we get another bottom here, and that might be in our session, we may want to consider a long trade after that. But nothing yet. Gold. See YM. Ooh, YM seems to be moving in our direction. And that's kind of interesting. We'll see if it takes out the bottom here from before. Got to take that out for us to be on our way. All right, let's keep going here. MNQ. That's interesting. MNQ is now making another low here too. Similar configuration on the 5-minute and the 1 minute as the Dow. So maybe we are going to get one more low. So you guys watch this for a possible long trade on these equities. What do you think? You think next bottom we can probably tiptoe in for a long position maybe? Well, it depends where we get in. Don't know about a tight stop, but a stop. It's not quite ready yet. Okay, so Jeff's anticipating the Fed meeting will keep things stalled down. Gotcha. Remember back in the 1990s, the Fed meeting, everything would hinge on who the hell was the guy there? Does anybody remember who the Fed chairman was back in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s? Greenspan, that's it, Greenspan. And it depended on his suitcase. Remember how he carried a suitcase or something? It was pretty funny. People would react on that. Not suitcase, I should say briefcase. Jeff, that's pretty funny. Funny but true. Well, the 1 minute chart is bullish divergence, crying out a possible long trade. But when you look at the MNQ 5 minute, look how strong the momentum is when you have active pyramids to the downside. So that kind of puts the kapush on that. I remember back in those days, 90s, I was doing, it was an inner show. I don't know, the Money Show or something, one of those things. And I was speaking with Joe, he passed away, Joe Patagana or whatever his last name was from there. Nice guy, really hell of a nice guy. He and I kind of hit it off. Big guy. All right, let's see what we got on the YM here. That's right. That's exactly right. I mean, he was a big guy. I went to Wharton Business School, and he and I were talking about the markets on a show back in that period. Yeah, I liked him too. Passed away though. I was on the phone with him about a week before he passed away. He had a heart attack. I was trying to get him. He was asking me about back then. He wanted to. I was trying to encourage him to write a book, and on the types of things he looks at and so forth when he does analysis. And I was putting him in touch with my publisher and so forth. And then, boom, next thing I knew, he died, passed away. All right, let's go back up and see what gold is doing here. This is by far the cleanest, if you can call it that, of any of the charts we're looking at. So we'll see. I do not see anything else anywhere else. Jeff, you're too funny. All right, good sense of humor around here. Let's see what we got cooking here. So we've been together for almost an hour this morning. We got one trade on. But as you can see, all right, even though you trade the 1 minute time frame, when you have looking for that right setup, it takes still quite a bit of time, doesn't it? A lot of people don't realize that. They think you trade a 1 minute time frame and it's like you're making millions of trades. Market's down a little more now, about 120 points. This is why we're a little bit in the money. So we got a pyramid confirmed. I've still got my stop quite a bit higher. You guys let me know if you want to move that stop to the pyramid or keep it above the high for right now. I say if we get down to our PTF target, which is going to be this gray line right here, we sell, we buy back one, unless it stays red. I like that. I like to see that. Gotta love that. We're at 520 now. We're really moving. Red PTF on the 15-second. Nothing is nothing until the position's closed out. All right, so we're getting that inside price bar forming here. Let's see what happens with that. I think what I'll do is I'll move that stop down, Rebecca, when we scale out. Okay, so we broke below the inside price bar. That's good. Now we got the momentum in our favor. Let's see what happens with this bad boy. Inside price bar forming on the 5-minute as well. Got a little ways to go. Here you go. Okay, yellow PTF on the 15-second. Definitely gives us a possibility to scale out if we want now based on this, and then just hold the rest down to the target zone. Up to you guys. Jeff, I haven't gotten his email yet, but I will. I usually do, right? Little words of wisdom. All right, so now we're bucking down there. All right, whoops. Need to do that. Oh, Thumper, how are you? Good to have you here. I'm going to get out of one contract here. All right, so locked in that a little bit there. So let's do that. Let's replace this stop now, get rid of that one and put the stop at the pyramid. And there we have a high of a new stop 35, 466 on one contract. Okay, so 35, 466, one contract, stop market. All right. Okay, so we scaled out of that bad boy. Probably going to get a little retracement. We might get a new pyramid on there. So we'll come back and take a look at that one later. Now, if we get stopped out of this, we're going to have a small profit, but not much, okay? Well, that's the deal, but keep it short because I'm liking the fact that we have a red PTF still. But we did come awful close to that target zone. So we got to kind of, see what happens. So next time it goes in that target zone, we got to really start watching those stops, okay? All right, let's cruise around and see what else is cooking. What was that other one we were thinking about? MGC, I think, right? Still got the green PTF. All right, can't do anything with that to the short side yet. Look at the three pyramids on the 5 minute. Actually four. 1, 2, 3, 4, unconfirmed. Definitely sideways motion on that. Let's go up to Bitcoin. Don't want to do that one. A little crazed out there. MES. So MES did make another low. Okay, so we kind of were waiting for that to happen, which is a good thing. So let's see, if this thing can cook around and turn around. But we have a really, really negative owl in that 5 minutes. So I don't want to go to the long side until that changes somewhat. Gold again, we looked at that one. All right, so here is this bad boy. Did make another low. Interesting. So we're kind of hanging tight on that one. YM we're kind of hanging tight on here. So MCL, check that out. Crude oil here. Okay. Crude oil may be getting close to a pretty good bottom here at some point, but not yet. All right, I'll just leave it on not MGC, YM, since we're in that one. We'll kind of wait to see if that gets back into that target zone. Hopefully it does. All right. And there it is. Hey, Thumper, I looked at the Friday live YouTube presentation, and you're absolutely right. I think the little insert, with my picture in there might be better on the lower left. What do you think about that? Because I see what you mean. I couldn't see that, when I was doing it, but when I watched the recording, I did notice that. So I'm going to move it to the lower left next time. I think that'll be okay. Yeah, the only thing with the upper left, Paul, is it hides the symbol and then it hides the time frame. So I think the lower left is where it's got to go, but not the upper right. Not the right side at all. Put it that way. So it looks like we're going to get a correction on this now. Could go right up to pretty much where we entered. Hopefully our stop will hold. Okay, I'm going to cut my mic off for a minute and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back and it is raining in Southern California today. Getting a little bit of a winter storm here. Again, if anybody sees any opportunities out there, let me know. So far, I haven't seen anything other than what we're in here. Ooh, another possible pyramid. So if that pyramid does form, we'll move our stop down. And then we'll see what happens when we get into the target zone, if we do. Of course, it could void out if prices go higher, go above the flat part of the top of the triangle. We really haven't done a full normal correction on this based on the 15-second time frame. So if it drops off from here, that'll be a fairly shallow correction, I think. Let me just run the numbers. Let me just see. See, not quite in the high probability area. We'll see. It's about time where I ask everybody to do a rain dance, a bear dance. Yeah, it's raining, that's for sure. How about a bear dance? We'll do that. Hopefully we won't have a bunch of bears show up in the backyard. just a sell-off. Yeah, thumper raining here too, big guy. Yeah, raining here. It just hit down here in San Diego. Winter storm. Say heavy winds are coming. Just going to open this up a little bit here. Oh, your bear dances are working good so far. Keep it up. We're at a point of inflection. Let's see if it keeps going down or bounces up. Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty bad, isn't it? I'll tell you, I was out, Thumper, I was telling everybody I was out mountain biking yesterday, and there's a pond I go to out there, and I've never seen it as dry as it has been when I was there yesterday. I mean, it must be 15 feet below normal. And for a pond, that's a lot. Amazing. So we definitely need the rain. Just it'd be nice if it didn't come in the form of a mudslide, right? Yeah, that's exactly what California is amazing for that kind of stuff. Or the desert. Go out in the desert too. I was in Julian just the other day, and it was not snow, but it felt like it. And that's in the mountains. That's about 4,000 feet. Getting ready to buy another piece of property up there, I think. Kind of was waiting for a real estate crash first, though. No, gold, yeah, not a bad idea, but I don't think any of those viable ones are left. I'll just go for the apple pie. Exactly. Things are too expensive up there right now. They've gone up doubled in price in the last year. So next crash, you'll pick it up, be able to pick stuff up really good there. Well, it'd be nice and convenient if prices fell and made that pyramid red, but we don't always get nice and convenient. Now, just so you know, I'd be a lot more aggressive if that PTF was yellow on this. Because we came close enough to the target zone. That's sometimes all you get, and we went below this bottom. So we may have a bottom in. And if this was yellow, that would be a further confirmation that it would be in. But with this red, the chances are in our favor that it'll go back down. Let me see if we got a red on this one. See, we don't have a red on this one. So we'll see what happens on this. Very steep owl here. So indications are pretty good. We'll head back down. Our stop's pretty high. So, it looks pretty good. You can't do it any better than this. This is textbook. So, Rebecca, just so you know, anytime you get below the wave 3 bottom, 15% of the time, that's all you get on wave 5, and it never hits the high probability target zone. 70% here, 15% it gets extended. So we are in the 15% area already. So if this was yellow, I'd be a little more aggressive. So now it looks like, we're getting some bullishness come back in. If we do, we're going to get a minor pyramid forming down here that's bullish. I'd probably be more apt to pick a support level like here to get out on. Or maybe this 1B would have been the right thing. So if this thing forms an MP, then I'd be more apt to get out. And it just formed. See? So now if we go back here to our 15 second, we're getting into the anticipated normal wave 4 corrective area on this chart, right? So if we get stopped out here, we'll walk away with a little bit of profit, but not much. Of course. Well, that's the whole purpose, Rebecca, of the room, all right, is basically you're going to learn really quickly how to use the tools in a very short time frame, but you can also apply this on any time frame. So it's also a way in which you can trade the longer time frames. And when you're trading short-term time frames like this, you're going to have to deal with your emotions much more than when you position trade. Thumper, it's raining pretty good here now. Oh no. They're pretty much in hibernation right about now. All right, so let's see what happens here. We hit the high probability target area for this move up on the 15 second. It may not be over though, we'll see. It may go back up. We're very close to a green owl on the 1 minute. So again, Rebecca, another marker could be if you didn't get out now, but this goes green and you did not have a red PTF, you might want to exit at that point. All right, let's check out gold. Good. See what's going on this. All right, so gold. I got the right one. Nope, that's crude oil. Sorry. Gold. Okay, so we got red PTF. Problem is with this one, Patrick, I'm showing a green PTF on mine. I got red on the 15 second, but I still got this baby over here. Okay, a little bit off. Data. Has to do with the data, perhaps. Or if you have your price bars set up on the close or whatever. Sometimes you get a little variation there. Kind of tell you, it's kind of spotty too, isn't it? That is, by the way, that's the February 22nd contract. So Ninja changed that on me. What contract are you looking at? So you got the Feb too. Okay. Sometimes a different contract months, of course, can be an issue. Take a look at the MES. We haven't done that in a while. I got to tell you, I got bullish divergence. We're due for a move to the upside more significant than what we're seeing now, which kind of also alarms me a little bit for our YM trade. But we still have an extremely bearish 5-minute owl. Look at that. That's huge. So we may be going up temporarily. Maybe enough to stop us out, folks, just so you know. Hard to know right now. We got our second MP, and now we have a green here. So yeah, it's marching up. All right, let's see if our stop holds, okay? Time will certainly tell. We're smack in the middle of the 15 second, and it's going. Okay, so here we'll have to wait and see if this putters out. We also may get a green. If this thing changes to green, our stop is so close to that area, we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, we're not in too bad a shape because we're locked in for some form of profit on that. You're definitely getting bullish divergence on these, on the 1 minutes. Let's go down to crude oil here. Let me just do a quick adjustment on the owl indicator to see what the actual bottom on that one is. Extend the wave. Yeah, so that's a 3, 4. I think we may be at a bottom on crude. Damn close. Let's see if we come down again on the 15 second, because this looks like maybe a 3, 4, 5. We didn't quite hit it here. So the next bottom, let's go long. So MCL, possible long at next major bottom. Okay, let's take a look at that. Let me also just draw in fib extensions on this bad boy here. Okay, so that's lower than that. put the 60, almost exactly the same. All right, so I'm not going to trade this to the short side, but when it gets to the bottom there, then I think we might want to consider a long trade on crude oil. All right, let's go back and see how our YM is doing here. Okay, it's climbed up pretty significantly at the top of the corrective area, almost where we entered, which is kind of what I thought it would do. Well, let's see if it heads back down and the PTF is right. That'll be the $1 million question. Could get one more move to the upside, but maybe not. This could be done. I'll just keep it on this one for a while. Let me know if you see anything else. I don't know if we'll be able to get into crude before the day ends for us, but to me, that's looking like a nice one. Let me just see, I got indicators. I got to take that off extend, I think. Okay. All right, so we'll see how that plays out there. All right, Owl's turning red on the 15-second. Anything can happen. Dang, the wind is increasing a lot out here now, too. The anemometer's got it over 25 knots right now. Good sailing. All right, this baby's heading back up. So people ask, well, why do we scale out at all? Well, you scale out to hedge your bet, okay, a little bit. And the key is you want to try to get good at it. So you're doing it based on some form of structure. There will always be a little fear in there because that's why you're scaling out, because you're afraid this thing's going to reverse and stop us out. But that's okay. So the idea is that you kind of want to limit it as much as you can. So when you get close to targets and they just miss and things seem to reverse and you got 1Bs and things like that that can give you some type of structure to scaling out, you kind of do it. But you just don't want to overdo it. So for like this trade, if we get stopped out on it, we'll probably walk away with about only 150 bucks. But it's not over till it's over. All right, let's go back and take a look at crude. Now, if the 5-minute owl turns green and we never hit another low on this, then you got to consider that this is the bottom, and you might want to, at that particular point, look for longer trades, because you look at the 5-minute chart, bullish divergence 3, small 4, 5, that could be it. I kind of think we're going to get one more low on this, so I'm not too anxious or jumpy to get in, and that's still a fairly significant red owl on the 5-minute. All right, Rebecca said, can you remind us what exactly that minor pyramid designation means? I'm still thinking of the YM trade. All right, let's go back to that. Basically, what a minor pyramid tells us is that we're in a correction against the dominant trend. So the dominant trend is always established by P pyramids, not by MPs, okay? So why we have them is to let you know we're having a correction going on. The other reason is you can use those for scaling out too. So if you want to scale out here, you could do that. Remember, you're allowed to scale out twice on any trend. So you can use these, or you can use any bullish reversal bars. So, in a downtrend, bullish reversal bars or bullish MPs are signals in the opposite direction of the primary trend that you can use for scaling out. So that's why they're there. Now, if you've had 4 pyramids, red pyramids in a row, okay, then sometimes if you think you're at the bottom, you can go ahead and go long on an MP, okay, to get an early jump. But just realize it's a little more risky. So you see here we had MPs here, indicating we had a correction here, and then, but they were still, the primary trend was still down. So then we had another one, okay? The pyramids are amazing, actually. All right, so here we have a unconfirmed one that will go away, and it just did. The prices go below the base leg. That's the way it's supposed to work. Our stop is way up high up at the top of the pyramid here. And so we will get stopped out if this is a bottom. And if that's the case, then the PTF may have missed it. And 25% of the time it does. So as soon as this cleared, bullish divergence, fairly close to the target, but mainly it cleared here. That's why I scaled out. Now, if prices drop down and go way down here, then you may look at this if you weren't in the trade and say, why did you scale out? Okay, so hindsight's always 20/20 in being accurate, but there is a method to the madness because there's a chance that this could be a bottom. So I'm hedging my bets. All right, let's go back and take a look at Crude and see if that's doing anything. Nope, not yet. I don't think we'll probably take any more trades today. This one here is starting to break down again on the MES, which is actually good for us. on the YM. Gold. Patrick, nothing on this baby because of the PTF at this time. Can't do anything with this. MNQ, kind of stagnating. So you see we showed up at 8 o'clock. Little bit of a move to the downside, but pretty tough. Not a very straight, more like an accordion movement. So I think we went into the best trade we could today, which is all we can do. This was the clearest. This gave us the most possibility. And so I think we did a good job on that. And don't forget, if you're trading, day trading all day, you're going to have more opportunities later in the day. We're only together for 2 hours. So you got to remember that. All right, so no, Jeff, no email from my accountant yet. Must be slacking off. All right, PTF, OWL just went red, and the PTF went red on the 15-second. So that's a good sign. Maybe we'll head on back down here. Looks to me like the new reset on this PTF low now is here. But you see it drop below here. So that's now the lowest low, I think, in that red area. And boom, see? And again, we really don't know how this is going to turn out. But we're poised to put ourselves in a good spot for this. Small profit at the worst case scenario, larger profit if it hits our target zone. Thumper, any questions? You okay on it? A couple of other things to think about, and this is personal for each one of us. If scaling out here makes it easier for you to handle this in terms of stress and everything else, and that's a good thing, all right? Ultimately, even if it turns out it wouldn't be better to do anything but hold a position, still, you have to take into consideration your state of mind and making sure that when a position moves against you and you could have gotten out and lessen that stress, is that something that's good for you? Everybody's different. You know, if this meanders a little bit longer, who knows? Maybe we'll get another bearish pyramid in here and we move our stop down to here. You never know. Maybe we won't get that opportunity. Don't know. So once this turns yellow here, and we get this close to here, then I'll probably start trailing the stops. So this just turned yellow here. So let's see what happens with this. Okay, now we're coming down. Chances are this is going to turn yellow. And if it does, then I'm going to immediately, there it goes. Okay, so let's move this baby right down here. Okay, we got a pyramid here, but we have yellow here. So I'm just going to keep it ratcheting it down here. So this is a 2B here. Okay, Paul. Hey, great to have you here. See you Thursday, okay? Good luck with everything there. Yeah. I put it there. That's also the price bar that dropped it below the yellow. We're not quite in the target range, so I was trying to give it a little bit of extra bar room to go into the target. And once I'm at the target, I'll trail it on every price bar. Oh, I just got an email from Mrs. Donna Brown. She wants to give me $15 million from somebody overseas if I give her all my information. What a nice lady. Oh, man. Coming out of the woodwork today. It's the second one I've gotten like that. All right, so now I've gone below that price bar, so I'm going to move this down again. Okay, we're out. All right, let's see how we did. All right, so we took on that one trade home $745. Not too shabby. Sweet. That's right, sweet, Beckham. That's the younger generation. That's what they say. All right, let me go back and take a look at crude here. All right, so crude, I really want to get long later today on this one. It's not going to happen for our session, but this is one that's looking really good, but it's got to come down a little further, and we got to get rid of this bearishness here. So we're going to have to wait a while on that one. All right, so let's see. I mean, that's going to be it. I'm not going to take anything else. We only got 6 minutes left. So all these did sell off. So here, let's see what we got here. So here's that bad boy there. Okay, so getting close to probably a decent bottom on some of the equities too, but not quite. We're down, market's down about 195 right now. All right, I think we're kind of done for this session. Let me just go up in here. MBT, MES, there you are. I think we took the perfect one this time. Gold's another one I want to get short on, but I can't do it with the green PTF on the 1 minute, so I got to hold off on that one. MNQ getting close to a bottom, bullish divergence. So I think maybe some long positions at some point in the equities, but I got to tell you, this has got a long way to go before it goes green. But boy, look at this. So if you want to be aggressive, wait for a major P pyramid first on this. So it would have to get above here. Okay. You'd have to have a pyramid somewhere in this area before, and that would drive this thing pretty close to the zero. So that could be a long position at some point on the equities. Here's our YM that we got out of. Okay, so we're out of here. Could go back down one more time, but I'm happy with that. MBT. Let's see. Gold and crude oil. All right, so that's kind of it. All right, we got 4 minutes left. I'm not going to do anything else. I think that's going to be it for today. I don't see anything else popping up even at the last 4 minutes. Any questions? Good session today. Patrick, thank you for your trade size calcs as always. Muchly appreciated. Okay, Rebecca, thank you. Enjoy your session with Mark. And please update your windows if you need to, okay? So he's all set to go. Okay, excellent. Good job. All right, well, enjoy Mark. He's great. All right, he'll get you all set up. Take care. Jeff, good luck with your computer. Hope you, are you going to get that one back by Thursday, you think? No, okay. All right, well, when you get it back, you get it back, right? In any case, we'll see you Thursday, okay? Thumper, great to have you here, and we'll see you Thursday as well. Ah, yes, tomorrow at 9:30. Yes, you will see me tomorrow at 9:30 at the client support. Yes, absolutely. All right, thanks, everybody. All right, so we'll call it a day, and we'll see you back on Thursday. Good day today. Thanks.